Listo, vamos a comenzar. Bien. Eh, Escucho las propuestas de tema para hoy. Escríbanlas en el chat y si alguna se repite o tiene votos, hacemos una encuesta. ¿Va? ¿Qué sugieren? ¿La semana anterior, David? Ah, ok, lo de la migración. ¿Quieren seguir con ese tema? Están muy callados.
A mí en lo personal me gustó la última vez que estuvimos leyendo los escritos de las películas. A
Los
mí me
guiones.
gustó mucho esa actividad. Ah, los guiones, sí, sí, sí.
Sí, eso lo vamos a hacer en otra clase. Me gusta mucho trabajar con los guiones. Sobre todo porque pueden escoger, bueno, hay muchísimo donde escoger más bien. After y afterward. Claro. Mira, Diana, más bien, es más común tenerlo como afterwards. Sí, la forma más sencilla de entenderlo es esta. Los dos son adverbios de tiempo, mientras que after es un poco más general. Afterwards siempre va relacionado con un evento previo. No sé que puede sonar confuso, pero es cuando hay una sucesión de eventos. ¿Sí? Hay menos distancia entre dos eventos, mientras que after puede ser más general. Aunque lo puedes usar de las dos formas. Por ejemplo, after taking a shower, I will go to classes. Después de tomar una ducha, de darme un baño, iré a clases. ¿Sí? Lo que sí cambia, afterwards es como más formal, ¿sí? Un poquito más elevado, me atrevería a decir. Eh, y normalmente va separado. Puedes decir, I will take a shower. Afterwards, I will go to class. Sí, siempre, algo que es muy común es que afterwards es un adverbio, un tipo de adverbio que siempre va a ir precedido por una coma. Sí, pero el uso es casi lo mismo. No sé si lo hayas visto, no sé, en alguna lección de Duolingo o algo así.
Sí, teacher, justo ahí fue que lo vi.
¿Tienes la
No,
frase?
no la capturé,
Ok.
pero si la vuelvo a encontrar ya la envío.
Sí. De hecho, sí, me imagino que si buscas así como en un diccionario o en el traductor, por ejemplo, te va a decir que afterwards es después y after es después de. Pero las dos funcionan igual. Nada más que afterwards, digo, es como más fancy, es como más elevado, si quieres. Es poco común oír afterwards, fuera de como cosas muy formales. Bien, cuando sea eso, le gustaba para todos, ¿no? Si tienen duda de algo, tomen capturas de pantalla para que les pueda aclarar las dudas que tienen.
Thank you, teacher.
Very good. Entonces, ok. A ver, les voy a poner una encuesta. Que sea legal. Ahí está. Esos son los dos temas que están por ahí. Voten, por favor. Aquí están los resultados. Llevamos 10 votos. ¿Qué pasa con los otros 16? Otro más. Jennifer, en la esquina inferior derecha hay un icono que tiene un triángulo, un cuadrado y un círculo. Dale clic ahí y debe salir encuestas. 19 votos. Faltan 7. Para que no digan que no lo hago democrático. De todas creo que va a ganar la de. Aún, ¿no? Se está emparejando. No. 4. Me faltan 2 votos. Bien, pues ganó The Influence of Social Media. Ok, entonces, ¿quién propuso ese tema? Jennifer, ¿quieres empezar? Ahora, va a ser cuestión de ustedes encontrar un ángulo interesante de esto, porque pues sabemos que las redes sociales ya son parte de la sociedad. Podemos decir que no las usamos, o algunas no las usamos, pero son parte de la sociedad. Entonces, ¿cuál sería un aspecto interesante de este tema? ¿Quién quiere empezar? Jennifer, tú lo propusiste, si quieres empezar, si alguien más quiere abrir la sesión. Están muy callados hoy. Puede influir en la autoestima. Ok, quiero ver sus participaciones, pero en inglés. So, Jennifer, you say that social media can be an influence on your self-esteem, or you could be deceitful ad. Ok, why? El tema por el que votaron, José Antonio, es la influencia de las redes sociales. ¿Por qué dices que puede influir de esas maneras, Jennifer? A ver, quiero escucharlos, ya no voy a decir nada. A ver. Cecilia, adelante.
Hello, I think social media, depending the use, maybe can be maybe is positive. For example, if I have a business, I can use it for my marketing, design, publicity, service. So at the same time, if I have some problem with some topic, and I looking for a video in YouTube, maybe, or Instagram, I don't know, TikTok, about this topic, and I'll learn different kind of view or new forms to resolve this problem for me. I think so.
Different points of view. Very good. Now I'm going to ask you, Cecilia. Okay, that's like the use that you can give it to social media, but are you really using social media this way?
Yeah, sometimes I use it for business. For example, in Facebook, I have a oh, I forgot the name page on Facebook for only service in the design, graphic design. So it's useful for me.
And do you have customers that approach you through these channels, Facebook in this case?
Yeah, different kind of people. For example, one odontologist. I don't know if odontologist. She has need a website. So on the same time, is a Facebook use for the prop. Yeah, for the business too. It's another form to the interactive for the his no, his customers.
Okay, so it's a way of interaction with her customers. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now I'm going to ask you something, but I don't want you to answer right now. I want you to think a little bit about this. Um, Now, Jennifer proposed that it could affect your self-esteem. Okay, I want you to think a little bit about if this is true, if this applies to you, and if not or yes, depending on your answer, you can explain a little bit. Okay, just in a minute, right?
Okay, I think depend the person. Maybe if I have a teenager, it's very complicated age. So I think it's very difficult for me. And now it's my time. I don't know what happened with me in if I was a teenager now. But now I think it's different because my age is more old. So the influence for me it's different. I looking for a people of about the topics, important topics for me, not about my person by myself. So the use is different for me.
Yes, definitely. A lot of social media is not oriented to specific age groups. Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Cecilia. Jose Antonio, yes.
Good, good night. My opinion is social media can influence it by exposition different perspectives, ideas, and opinion, adverting or perfection of the world. There can also impact on relationships, speech, facilitating communication, eye connecting, but they also lead social comparison, affecting our self and in addiction, social media can influence our decision by exposing the advertency and persuasive connects.
Very good. Thank you, Jose Antonio.
Thank you.
Raquel?
Teacher, I like it when
No te escucho, Raquel. Creo que tu micrófono está silenciado.
¿ya me escucha?
Sí.
Okay. Teacher, I like it what Cecilia said. I really like podcasts that talk about healthy business, marketing, and personal development, for example. And there are persons too young, they uh, saber, they know very much the business and place very much dinners. No sé, eso me llama mucho la atención.
Cuando quieres decir que me llama la atención es that
Ajá.
caught my attention. Lo voy a escribir. Y también hay una cosa, no dices there are persons, dices there are people.
Okay, there are people very young
Very young people.
very young people. Place. Ganar es place.
Ganar.
Ganan mucho dinero.
Earn.
Okay.
Para earn es ganar, pero siempre que hablemos de dinero.
Okay. Earn very money in your business.
Very good. Thank you, Raquel. Marco Antonio. Go ahead, please.
Yes, teacher. Good night, guys. Immigration does affect in any way signs good bad people arriba Canada is asking for visa and Mexico should also having since ball Hawaii to reduce teacher migration and third way behavior control of course majority want to go to United States United ¿cómo se dice Estados Unidos? United States
United
to have
States.
society, to have a better life if they don't pass the stay in Mexico, teacher.
Very good, Marco Antonio. Ya estamos hablando de redes sociales, pero esa opinión me gusta acerca de la migración. Muy bien.
Yeah, all right, teacher. Thanks. Ganó, okay.
Sí. Muy bien, excelente. David. Yes.
I'm very interested in the use of deep web in a good sense to the good evil never understands me to myself from cyber invaders that in life can fall in this case as I mentioned about Instagram of we do need read the rights we give permission for them to observe, use, drop our cameras. Google does not say it is giving permission to our microphones. They also listen to use simple but effective things.
Very good, David. Thank you. Now, okay, Jennifer, social networks can influence self-esteem. Since almost all influencers or celebrities only influence you to have surgery to show off a good body on social networks. And if you don't have the budget, this can lead to depression for not being able to have what we see on social networks. Ok, Jennifer, ¿quieres que te responda esta en inglés o en español? Para que puedas darme tu argumento. Ok, yo siento, esto puede obedecer a lo que decía Cecilia de los grupos de edad, yo siento que si estás en ese punto en el que un influencer te empuja o te motiva a hacerte una cirugía estética o tener un cuerpo perfecto en redes sociales y te deprimes por no poder hacerlo, el problema no son las redes sociales, eres tú y alguna situación de tipo psicológico. Creo que culpar a las redes sociales o a los influencers es muy fácil en cuestión de decir eso, ¿no? Entonces, no sé si alguien tenga algún argumento para responder esto. ¿Qué les pasa hoy que no hablan? Jorge, yes.
Okay. Social media platform for online communication and chatting. Profile, personal page on social networking sites. I like to express approval or appreciation for a post. I share to distribute content with other. I tag to label someone in a post or photo and comment a response or reaction to a post. Follow to subscribe to someone updates, trading popular topics or hashtags at the moment.
Muy bien. Yo tengo algo ¿Alguien quiere leer lo que acabo de escribir? También hay una cosa, siento que están dando buenas opiniones, pero siento que están como, yo no sé, más a una explicación prefabricada que su propia opinión. Recuerden que prefiero que sean más breves, pero que digan lo que piensan con los recursos que tienen, a que me digan algo muy largo, pero que no refleje precisamente lo que están pensando. Joshua, adelante.
Leer lo que escribió, ¿verdad?
Sí, adelante.
Okay, dice, I strongly believe that the influence of social media in self-esteem and self-perception depends completely on the mind state of each person. Blaming influencers or social media can be easy excuse to justify psychological problems that runs deeper than the evident.
Okay, muy bien. Do you have an opinion, Joshua?
I agree with this comment that you post because maybe we can try to emulate the influencers or can try to emulate a lifestyle that we don't live, and also the influencers can make us some problems, some psychological problems. ¿Cómo se diría correctamente eso de psychological problems? Okay, gracias.
Very good, thank you, Oscar.
Yes, teacher, I have a question about social media. I don't know if you have heard if there have been occasions in which people have killed themselves for going through low self-esteem.
Sorry, are you asking me if I've heard of these cases?
Yeah, yes, that is a question.
Yes,
I don't know if
yes.
the impact of social media is so strong in which people take themselves to a very disappointing mental state where they use other stuff to kill themselves, maybe.
Yes, I have. Actually, I've read a number of cases about this depression, especially in teenagers. The influence of social media can lead to depression in some people, and I've read about these cases. I have never experienced one myself or by anyone closer to me, but I'm aware that they exist.
Because sometimes it makes me feel the low self-esteem, or it impacts my emotions. Sometimes I don't get what I want from the social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, any other social media, and I feel disappointed. So this is why I was asking, but not any other negative emotion, but just a little frustrated. But still, it makes my feelings different.
Okay, that makes sense. I can understand that. Yeah. Yes, but I will ask you this: what do you expect to get out from social media? Likes, approbation? What do you expect?
I expect to get some popularity, friendship, and um, maybe some type of I don't know, good story from somebody.
Okay, yeah. I think that most people that post content on social media is like that. Okay, thank you, Oscar.
Thank you, T.
Minerva.
I agree his opinion because it's easier to blame the social network, but I think that everyone decides of what much what they say is going to influence you.
Very good, thank you. Jorge.
Blaming influencer or social media for physical issues is often an easy excuse, but I firmly believe that the impact of social media on self-esteem and self-perception is primarily determined by each individual means set rather than external factors.
Yes, I agree with that completely. But I'm going to ask you, why do you think that social media can affect us in such deeper way? Just think about it. Yeah, yes. Diana, adelante, no te escucho.
Okay, teacher. For my opinion, I think that the social medias have a lot of influence in any age, but depend of what of each one, how to use it. Um, and I think that the people have children. It's important to control uh, the things that the children watch or hear, because nowadays the children prefer to ask to Google, Alexa, Siri, how to do anything, and not to the parents. And I think that is a big problem.
Yes, I have. Well, I'm a high school teacher too, and I can tell you that there's a lot of influence on teenagers about these situations. Yeah, I agree with that, Diana. Cruz said, I think, as you told us, influence is not his or her fault, but mine. We have to have more critical thinking. Yes, Cruz, I completely agree with that. I think that critical thinking is something that we all need, are in such desperate need these days to increase our critical thinking. Very good. Minerva, yes.
I also wanted to comment that the influence of social network is they that they have positive benefits for vaccines, as they already mentioned. Let's talk about the problems it causes adolescents: cyberbullying, scams, identity theft, addiction to the redes, to the social network, fake news.
Very good. Thank you, Minerva. Marco.
Yes, teacher. Think tank social network are very good depending on what on is looking for since they help for good and bad, and also today children are also are changing many topics that were already that are more mature age maestro. ¿Cómo se dice adulto?
Adult age.
Adult age, yes, teacher.
Very good. Thank you. Jorge, I believe social media affects individuals due to its potential to exacerbate mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Yes, loneliness. I think that's the key word of this situation. Loneliness could lead us to feel depression, anxiety, especially if we have these goals to achieve, goals that are not real but portrayed in social media. Very good. ¿Alguien más? Bien. Están muy callados, entonces, denme un segundo. Les voy a poner una pregunta que es la que van a tener que responder ustedes. Bien, esa es la pregunta que van a tener que responder en las sesiones, en la sesión separada. Do you think that there are certain age groups that could be more reactive, sensitive towards the message and influence portrayed in social media? Justify your answer and provide examples. Cópienla para que todos los grupos la tengan, por favor. Adelante, Bram. Ya los puedes mandar a la sesión. Bien, ahora sí les dio tiempo. Sí les dio tiempo. Ok, a ver, tres equipos. Lean lo que escribió en Minerva. Adelante. Bien, Diana.
Okay, teacher. In my group with Erica and Wendy, our opinion is that the most vulnerable people are children and teenagers because they um, emit everything that they watch and hear. Um, our example is the children who use a lot of video games, and for they is normal to use weapons, for example, um, and they are looking they accept for another children or teenager for not feel alone.
Very good. Okay, but I have a question for you, Diana. I have been playing video games, war and violent video games my entire life, and I think that I don't have these thoughts about hurting someone. What do you think? What do your team think? Marco. Bueno, ok, ¿quieres contestar, Diana? O
O sea, es que no entendí todo.
lo que decías, o sea, que es muy normal en los videojuegos el uso de armas. Yo te decía que yo he jugado juegos de guerra y juegos violentos toda mi vida y no tengo pensamientos de lastimar a nadie. Entonces,
Okay. But depend of the on each one.
I think that saying that it depends on every person is very general. O sea, creo que decir que depende de cada persona es muy general. Puedes, obviamente cada cabeza es un mundo, pero ¿cómo generalizas o cómo prevés que suceda algo malo? Quitando la violencia en películas, juegos, redes sociales, lo veo poco probable. La violencia es parte de la condición humana. Entonces, ¿dónde radica ese problema? ¿No? Eso es lo que me gustaría que reflexionaran. Muy bien. Marco, yes.
Yes, teacher. If today the world has changed and you probably are different, they no longer, como si longer one responsibility. They are exposed to the wars of drugs and they are also targets for different groups, teacher.
Very good. Thank you. Oscar?
Yes, teacher. I'm just going to give a little bit more. I think my thinking about your comment a little bit ago of the violent games. I have read a book years ago where it was saying that if you play violent video games, it will always be strongly related to your thinking, and so you will change as a consequence of playing those games. And I don't know if that is true or not, but they had some statistics about playing the game 100% of the time, 8 hours a day, or five like half day. half of the day, and you do the games all the time, so it will make a strong change in your thoughts, and you will become slightly different. I don't know if that is true or not. It's just some type of numbers.
When I play those games, I'm talking about my case and my case only. When I play those games, I have violent reactions, but towards the people who are killing me in the game, not in real life. That I don't know. That could happen.
But I don't know, right? I'm not sure about that. So I'm not saying you're violent. I'm just saying that I read a book, so I don't know if that
Yes,
is true.
yes. I totally get your point. I think that violence is part of the human condition. That's besides the topic, but I think that every human being is capable of exercising a very big amount of violence when provoked or unprovoked in some cases.
Yes, true enough.
Yeah, that's only a point of view. Thank you, Oscar. Minerva, yes.
Oh, yes, teacher. The most vulnerable will be preteens, the youth in immaturity they still have. They are more influenced than adults with their insensibility. My team proposes that we watch a film about how a game or application influences each one and how to fit into a circle social and be able to comment until the next class.
Very good. Excellent. Yeah, very Enrique. I think that people's reaction depends a lot on the age group they are in. My justification is because the reaction depends on the topic being discussed, and normally the people who react to certain topics are because they know the topic and because they are sympathizers of the character and the ideological current in question. For example, supporters react to the contents of certain musical groups or singers. Ok, muy bien. Bien, vamos a dejarlos acá. Esta clase sí estuvieron muy callados. Espero que para la semana que viene nos escuche más. Em, ya saben, si quieren seguir con esta dinámica de cada uno exprese sus opiniones o hacerlo en grupos, propónganme temas para la semana que viene y yo tengo un par de actividades más que vamos a hacer. Va, entonces nos
Thank you,
vemos
teacher.
el
Good
martes. Tengan buen
evening.
fin de semana. Cuídense.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Teacher, bye.